The question is, which one of these is a parallelogram, or or more than one, or is only one a parallelogram? So the question then is, how do we go about doing a parallelogram? Well, in the video before, you saw that if you have parallel lines cut by a transversal, then the alternate interior angles add up to 180, or the same side interior angles add up to 180. In this case, we have alternate interior angles, and if the alternate interior angles are congruent, then that forces the lines to be parallel. So we're looking at this right here. We have that alternate interior will force these two lines to be parallel. So we know that this line and this line is parallel. But then we also have this here, like this, and we know that this line and this line are congruent. So that's going to force these to be parallel. So these are also parallel. Parallel, 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 parallel. So these are parallel, and these are parallel, hence definition of a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. So now let's double check this one. Alternate interior angles again will force this here to be parallel and this to be parallel. And if we take a look at 398, we get to see that if you have parallel lines, opposite sides are parallel, and those same sides are congruent, then it's a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. Now we go down here, and we have opposite sides are parallel, but a different set of opposite sides are congruent. So this is not a parallelogram. Because this here could end up why could this not be a parallelogram? So I'm trying to think about that. Oh, so you could end up with something like this. Where these are congruent and this is parallel. And then we go back over here and we end up with the same set of the same situation. Alternate interior angles are congruent, so that forces this to be parallel. But in that same situation, we end up back over here, which could be a trapezoid. And in that case, it is not a parallelogram, so it's only the first two.